Okay, this time I have confirmed that my mic is working. So let's get into it. No yapping. No yapping. I'm here to do a job. So this is for people who might be level 14 and are like, I want to use the factory. Now, I told you to be 17 to use it, but you 14 and did it anyway. I got you, okay? So there's certain things you need to turn off, because as far as I understand, there's certain I remember enough of what 14 to 17 had in the level. So the big thing is this right here. These two are cuprium and originium ore. This is ferrium ore. This is cuprium ore, and this is cuprium ore, I believe. So here's what you need to turn off. Stick with me, all right? Stay with me here. This is what you need to turn off. This shredding unit, this refining unit. You don't have enough ferrium to keep this running. You will run out eventually, and that will kill your stuff later. So turn off these two right here. Leave these three running. You will need to turn off this fitting unit, and this fitting unit, and this packaging unit, and this gearing unit. All four of these need to get turned off. For right now, you just really can't make cuprium components unless you really, really need to. If you need to do that, I will show you how after. Let me make a note for myself, because I forgot to in the video this morning. And that's okay. Okay. So, how to get cuprium components or parts. Alright, so I'll show you how to do that later, at the end. So turn off all four of these buildings, right here. Turn those off. Also turn off these three buildings. All three of these. You kind of see a pattern here, right? A lot of the extra stuff we have in Wuling, stuff we have in Wuling is extra. So these four, these three, this shredding unit, these two shredding units, and this grinding unit, this shredding unit is refining. We don't have the extra originium ore to run this. Now you can leave this one on because your meta storage should be set to dense originium powder, and that's what gets used here. So you can leave this one on and leave this packaging unit on. I'm assuming that if you're 14, you probably didn't do the test area purification node, so this should be Shearonite. This should be Shearonite out, so you can keep making extra LC batteries for the time being, or your Shearonite component. Okay, next, come with me down to Jingu Valley. We need to turn this off as well. We can't run this currently. So we can't make, you know, I'm gonna overhead with me. So this filling unit, basically everything on this line. This planting unit, seed picking, reactor, filling unit, and shredding unit. All these basically need to get turned off. Actually, you can leave the planting unit and seed picking unit on. Leave these on, and leave the shredding unit on. What do I have this thing set as? Hold on, let me see. I forgot what I have the route as. Okay, yeah. So you can leave that on, so you can leave these two on and this shredding unit on. The reason why I say to leave it on is because it can just fill the reactor crucible and just not go anywhere. Who cares? Because the filling unit will be off. Actually, yeah, you just turn the reactor off. So turn the reactor off. And this can send the powder into your depot so you can use it for deliveries, because you're not going to be making extra stuff until later. Then you need to watch the other videos, and you can use like heavy Shearonite for your deliveries instead of powder. So I know the base looks a little different than mine, but don't worry, this buildings are for the most part in the same place. So turn that stuff off. Turn the reactor crucible off and the filling unit off. Leave these other three on. All right, next place, come and meet over to Marker Stone. Okay, so Marker Stone. So you don't have this build. I'm going to assume you have the 10 water treatment units. So where is that? Is that this, I think? No, that's northeast. So I believe you'll probably have this build, right? Yeah, with these 10. So what you need to turn off are all four of these refining units. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the molding unit. So all 4 of these need to get turned off because you can't run them. You don't have enough cuprium ore. You need the shredder ones to be running. These 8 need to be running. In addition, I think that's it actually, because this is going into a water treatment. You can make the heavy shurenite. And you can leave these reactors on. So, like, these ones, even though it's a little weird in how it's doing the powder, you can actually leave these on. It'll be fine. Yeah, we got these. Yeah. 1.2 is when we got the extra for 30 shurenite. Okay, so I believe that's all you need to turn off. So remember, just these 2 extra refining units and these 2 extra refining units and the molding unit. Those get turned off. That is to preserve your resources so you don't run out. Because if you run out, if you leave all that stuff on, you're going to end up screwing it up here. Not screwing it up, I'm sorry. It'll end up messing up what's going on with Zircon. I actually need to fix this. I think I can fix this. You don't want that to mess up Zircon, because that will lead to a lot of bad stuff. Now, I said if you want to make cuprium parts or components, there's a way to do it. So this is an old way to do this. Where is it? This guy? Yeah, it's this guy right here. Alright. So if you really want to make cuprium components or cuprium parts, you'll need to take it from here, from this right here. What you'll do is you'll turn this protocol stash upside down so the input is to the bottom, and you'll connect these 2 refining units. Because what you need to do is get you can just let this fill up, but it'll start sending here. Because what you need is this raw cuprium, right? So once you do that, you'll come up to Wuling City. And we're only going to activate one of these. So you come up to Wuling City, you can activate this bottom fitting unit. So leave the packaging unit off. You can activate this bottom fitting unit, and you can activate this gearing unit if you need cuprium gear. Alright, cuprium components. That's what you'll do. Yes, you will be making double, but I don't have a way to fix that in the build. So, and when you're done, now remember to do this. When you're done, you're like, okay, I'm upgrading. I'm level 17 now. I'm done making cuprium, or I'm done making components. You need to make sure you come back and fix this. You need to turn this guy, just turn it upside down. You don't have to get the belts underneath, but I would advise doing it. But make sure you turn that thing upside down and have the powder going back in, okay? You need the powder going in, and you'll have your extra cuprium coming from here and here, okay? I believe that is everything. Yes. So just make sure you have those stuff set exactly how I told you, because if not, you're going to run out of certain materials, and it's going to screw up the whole build, and I don't want that happening to you, okay? So do that stuff and you'll be good.